sharing smoke in the stare up of the hot car lot. The sun shine hard on the video spot. Sure as any living dream, it's not all in what it seems, and the whole thing's hauled away. A woman empty rolling up, you're rolling up, you're holding it, your fabric now. Hallucinating Claire, you know the snowshoe out of the autumn, through the leading out the door. There's no kissing anymore. A woman empty, rolling up, you're rolling up, you're holding out, stripping parade. Can I? Motor up and yeah, you're on. And yeah, you're on your fold the map and man the gap, and I told the word companion, and I make myself escape all the multitude of others. It comes always off the page. Holding on to rolling on, buried on your head, holding butterflies. So fine, so nice.
Claire?
Oh my gosh, kid. What are you doing here?
Just getting a sandwich.
Oh, what kind?
Caprese?
Still no basil?
Of course. Is that a vanilla latte I see?
Cappuccino.
Good stuff. It's good to see you.
You too. Do you want to sit?
No. I was just gonna. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. I can wait for it over here. How are you? What have you been up to?
Uh, just teaching.
Middle school?
No, actually, I'm teaching high school now.
No way, really? English?
Yeah. And I'm also doing an elective practicum on some light metaphysics and science fiction for the nerds.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're exploring the metaphysics of time travel now.
That's cool. The metaphysics of time travel?
Oh, basically the theory is that it's impossible to time travel as it's portrayed in most pop culture. The idea that you can actually change something that's happened in your life. So basically, any movie that says or that has somebody going into the past and shifting their timeline is fundamentally incorrect because every time you time travel, you'd actually branch into a parallel reality.
Huh.
I want to go back to school for my master's.
Well, that's great. You still want to become a college professor?
I do.
That's great. I think you should do it.
It's so weird teaching high schoolers. I really feel like it wasn't that long ago that we were in high school. Although I guess it's almost been 10 years. Yeah, they all treat me like I'm 40 years old. It's really bizarre.
No, you do hold the power to fail them.
Yeah, I suppose so. How about you?
I got laid off, actually.
I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. I hated it there, anyways. I've got an interview at a pretty cool startup tomorrow, actually. So,
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
Would you ever consider going back to school? Didn't you want to become a lawyer?
I don't think I will at this point. My mom hates it. You look great, by the way.
Thanks. You too.
I know that I don't. I've been a mess lately.
Understandably, I mean the job and whatnot. How's your mom?
The same, you know?
I do.
Where are you living now?
I have an apartment in North Hollywood, just a few blocks away, actually. How about you?
I'm still at the same place.
Huh.
You seen anybody? Or... It's okay.
Um, I am actually.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Congrats. What is that?
Oh, I've been writing poetry, a poetry book. I read this other book by, and it inspired me to.
That's great. I didn't know you were still writing poetry.
Well, I haven't done it since AP English Lit.
Oh, God bless Mrs. Claus.
I forgot about her. Um, I was gonna ask if maybe you wanted to contribute anything.
Oh, God, I don't know.
You used to be such a good writer.
It's been such a long time.
Well, just think about it. You don't have to decide right now.
Will do. Could I read some of it?
Um, no, not yet. Eventually, yes.
What do you think happens after we die?
I'm not sure.
Do you think it's just darkness, or
I hope not.
what if it is?
Can we talk about anything else?
Like what? I've just been thinking a lot about Oblivion.
Gideon,
Sorry. Are you sure that you don't want a beer?
I'm sure.
I don't know why. I just can't stop thinking about it. Like, what if one day I just close my eyes and then I'm just gone?
Well, you wouldn't really know any different though, would you?
I guess not.
So maybe it's just like going to sleep.
Well, that doesn't seem too bad.
Just try not to think about it.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
I don't think so. Not in a traditional sense, not in the sense that my parents think of it. You know, I don't think there's a heaven or a hell or a good or a bad. I think it's more of an energetic thing.
What do you mean?
I think that maybe when we die, our energy, which is just like contained in our bodies, gets released and it floats up to the sky. And then we become like energy in the sky, floating around like a gas cloud, like a nebula. So we're still there, but we're like stars now. And it's just this big whoosh.
I like that.
Have you made a decision yet?
Still waiting on the waitlist at Harvard. How about you?
Think I'm gonna go to UCLA.
Really? I thought you were leaning towards Brown.
I want to stay close to home.
Oh,
I tonight was fun, don't you think?
yeah. Yeah, I've been to miss nights like this. I wish we could see more stars from here.
I'm scared, Gideon.
Of what?
The future.
Well, there's nothing to be scared of. Well, maybe dying, but other than that, everything will turn out okay. If it doesn't, well, oh well.
I don't want to lose you.
You're not going to.
Do you promise?
I promise.
Shouted into the void.
I promise!
I promise!
So you think there's no afterwards for our consciousness?
Not like how we're supposed to think of it.
I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Well, eventually, though.
Yeah, eventually we're all gonna die, but we don't have to think about that right this second.
You want to smoke?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
Nothing. It's just that I don't think you've ever turned down weed and beer, especially not in the same night.
I just want to be sober with you.
Okay. Are you sure nothing's wrong?
I'm sure. No, I can't. I don't know. I don't know again. I feel scared and I feel
Empty?
full. That was so much better than watching Survivor by myself.
It was fun.
I don't think I ever really knew how to kiss someone until tonight. Are we still on for Sunday? No. No, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that I like you.
I like you too.
No, I like you.
I like you too.
No, I like you.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm scared.
your eyes are the prettiest shade.
I'm scared that if I say the wrong thing, I'll lose you.
And the way your cheeks flush. Well, not exactly your cheek, but just below your cheek, your cheekbone.
I'm scared that if I say anything, then you won't want to see me anymore. You'll start ignoring me in school.
And when you kiss my nose, and then you smiled, and I smiled, and then you smiled.
I feel like any wrong move that I make, I'll just shatter a glass.
And the way my hand presses against your hand, presses against my hand, presses against your torso, and you lose your breath.
I can't breathe, but I don't want to breathe.
Your hair is literally the perfect shade to contrast with your eyes.
What time is it?
Not sure?
Don't you have to get to practice?
Yeah.
So should I go?
Yeah.
Are you gonna let me go?
No. No.
I have to go. I have to go. Okay.
I have a feeling.
What is it?
I see a vision.
Of what?
I see 2 stars, and there's a piece of glass connecting them between them.
Oh.
I want you so badly.
I can't,
I know.
but I want to.
I remember lying in my bed when I was little, probably 3rd or 4th grade, and not being able to sleep because I couldn't stop thinking of the afterlife or the lack thereof. My parents didn't really raise me to believe in anything. And I mean, Judaism kind of ignores the question. Before my dad died, I don't think we had a single conversation about the afterlife. And after that car crash, well, I started thinking about it again. And it's crazy how for years I stopped thinking about this thing that literally kept me up every single night. Like, how did I ever stop thinking about it? Distractions? When I was really little, I used to lay down by the side of the pool with June bugs in the air and look at the stars. And you know how in a big city, when you look up at the sky, initially there isn't anything there except for the moon. And then you notice the North Star. And then gradually, more and more becomes visible the longer you stare up. Some of them are stars, some of them are planes, some of them are constellations. I like to displace myself up there with the stars. Lay face down on a sheet of glass, turn everything around and find everything that's ever been lost. Put myself up there with those stars and remind myself how long it'll be until the light from over here is visible on Earth. Isn't that a good thing, though? To feel full?
I guess it is, yeah. I read about this thing online. There was this test. It was something like they shot an atom out of a machine, or I'm definitely going to butcher this, but they shot an atom or a particle or something out of a machine, and there were 2 slots for it to go through. And when it wasn't being observed, it chose one of the slots. But then when it didn't think that it was being observed, it split and it shot into both of the slots.
I don't get it.
Well, somehow when it knew, or thought it knew at least, that nobody was watching it, rather than just choosing one option, it did something impossible. It it split, choosing both options. And when it didn't think that anybody was watching it, it chose all of the possibilities, all of the outcomes.
What does that mean?
When the particle wasn't being observed and it had a decision to make, rather than making the decision. You know how they say that there's a parallel universe for every possible outcome?
Yeah.
Well, in a way, this might be proof of that. So, every bad decision we ever make, maybe it's comforting to know that at least in some alternate parallel reality, layered on top of us, there's a version of us making better choices. It's the mind, the reality that filters infinity into a single possibility. And maybe when we die, there's a parallel universe that we didn't die in. And when we die in that one, there's one where we didn't, and maybe there's one where we don't die at all. One where we don't die at all, and every decision we make is a good decision.
Well, now I feel like fucking shit for not being born into that universe.
Do you remember the night that we went to the beach at like midnight, right next to the Santa Monica Pier? It was January, and there was like nobody there, and it was freezing, and we laid down on the freezing sand, and we took off our shoes and our socks and our pants and our shirts, and we went into the water, even if it was just for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was. It was a great fucking night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And then we had sex in your car.
That was hot.
Yeah, it was.
Every night we spend together is a nice night.
Yeah, it is.
I wouldn't want to muse about death and parallel universes with anyone else.
Maybe you could have any other girl you wanted.
Could I?
Hmm? Everyone wants you.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I don't think that's true.
Amanda is literally in love with you. And she's the hottest girl in school. Everyone knows that.
Well, I'm not interested in Amanda. I don't want any other girl. I want you. You're the only girl that I even look at. Are your parents home?
My dad is doing something at church, late night gospel, or some excruciating program he does. I think my mom is home, though.
Should we go?
No.
Okay.
Kid.
Yeah.
Your hair looks really good like that. I don't think you should get it cut.
Are you serious? You've been telling me to get a cut for the past 2 weeks.
No, I was wrong. It looks good. You're like a sexy Charlotte Bronte character.
Well, it's annoying as fuck at the gym.
I like it.
I'll sleep on it.
Sounds good. It's kind of funny in a sardonic kind of a way.
What is? Everything?
No, gosh, no, not everything. Well, I mean, maybe. Do you think it is?
Funny? No, I don't think so. Oh, well, maybe to someone else. Like if somebody were watching us,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
well, then yes. I suppose so.
Did you read the news today?
No.
There's supposed to be a solar eclipse later on.
Oh, I did see that. It's cold.
Cold? Yeah.
For September.
The weather's so unpredictable these days.
Is it a regular cappuccino?
Oat milk.
Nice. I should probably check on my food.
Okay. You'll come back though?
Do you want me to?
Do you want to?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be right back. Are you cold? I can turn off the AC.
No, thanks. I mean, if you want to, you can.
Do you want it on? Okay. I'll leave it off. How about I can open a window.
No.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's cold out for September.
It's almost October. A blanket? I'll take a blanket.
So you are cold. I'll turn off the AC.
No, don't turn off the AC. Just get me a blanket.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you turn off the news, please?
Should I change it to something else?
Let's just turn it off.
You want to just sit in silence? I was supposed to start classes tomorrow. They said if I wanted to start this semester, it would have to be tomorrow. But I don't have to. What do you think? Do you think I should take the year off? Or
I think you should do whatever you want to do. Kid,
what's up?
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything good with you?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, it's 3 o'clock and you haven't come to bed, and I've been over here for the past few minutes, and you haven't looked at your book once. You've just been staring at the picture frame on the counter.
Have you been watching me?
No. I came to get some water and a glass of tea because I'm having trouble sleeping.
Oh,
What's going on?
nothing. I'll come to bed in a minute.
Are you sure?
I'm just.
You don't have to come to bed if you don't want to right now. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm just tired.
So, why don't you come to bed?
Well, I was trying to read my book.
You have to read it right now?
I guess not. No.
I have trouble sleeping when you aren't next to me.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I worry about you.
You don't have to.
We can talk about it, you know.
I do know that.
Well, it's healthy to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've come this far in 3.5 years.
Claire.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to push you. I know that it's late.
Are you happy?
Oh gosh, Gideon.
Are you?
Happy? I I don't know that happy would be the correct word. I am okay though. Enough. I'm okay enough to lay in bed, wake up in the morning, go to sleep, go to work. You know, sometimes I have to turn off my brain because if I keep it on all the time, then you know. Are you happy?
Well, now that you're asking me, I see that that's a completely ridiculous question.
I answered.
I'm not happy.
Oh, let's talk about this in the morning. It's really late. We both have class super early tomorrow.
Okay.
You want me to make you a glass of tea?
I find that lately I'm trying really hard to. I keep looking up proof of life after death on Google News. It's always the same Christian faith and near death experience articles that pop up.
Do you ever feel like you want to die?
What? No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying.
Do you, though?
I mean, no, no. I don't think about stuff like that.
You can talk to me about it. If you do.
Do you? How do you think the world was created? Like, what do you think there was before the Big Bang? Isn't it bizarre? The thought that there was once nothing? You think the universe is alive? What if the universe is actually one person? Is that God? God is the universe, the stars, the black holes, the comets, the galaxy, and we're just inside of it? Maybe there are a bunch of gods living in some place unfathomable, lounging around in beach chairs and drinking mimosas and playing cards. But how was the first of these gods born? Like, it just doesn't make sense. How is it that one day we just sprang into consciousness? The universe is so confusing.
If you use your imagination, you can answer any question.
Or like make up stories.
Anything you imagine. It's confusing, but anything you imagine. It's a paradox, but anything you imagine is the truth. I like to imagine a heart, a beating heart at the center of the universe that grows and grows and grows. I like to imagine flowers and sand and oceans and waves that grow smaller and smaller and smaller. I like to imagine light and jagged lines and colors and dust. I like to imagine a light switch, a hand, a door, and a creaky floorboard. I like to imagine that it's possible, that anything is possible, that everything is the truth and everyone is right. You go where you think you go. You become what you want to. You try and you try and you try. And I like to imagine that everything is everywhere and everything started because someone imagined it. And it's all a dream, literally and metaphorically. It's a simulation of the mind, and it's scary and it's horrible, but it's also amazing and incredible, and it's all golden. You know, we are bricks of gold, illusions of the sun, and we're screaming and we're blowing out our voices, and all of that is because someone imagined it. It is, and it isn't, and here we are.
But that doesn't answer my question.
What do you think? How do you think the world was created?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, make something up.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, what banged? What was it that happened? If everything comes from something, what birthed the first thing?
Just try it.
I don't know.
Just make something up. It doesn't matter.
Well, I guess I imagine there's always been light, like photosynthesis. It all came out of photosynthesis. It photosynthesized. Does that make sense?
Not really, but it doesn't have to.
Well, there was like a sun. It was the sun. Well, not necessarily our sun, but a sun, a star. And photosynthesis happened. However, photosynthesis happens, and it birthed a round, large, concrete object. And then the universe was created, I guess.
I think you're skipping a lot of years in there.
I don't know.
Use your imagination. Like, close your eyes.
Okay.
What do you see?
Nothing. I see darkness. My eyes are closed.
Darkness is something.
Okay. I see darkness.
Now imagine a bright, 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 bright light. Do you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
And what else do you see?
I see a figure, a spiky shape. I think it's green. It's floating in circles around and around. Glob comes off of it like a drop of rain going down a windshield. It grows and grows and grows, and this happens again, but the glob, the new glob, has black holes all through it. And it grows and grows and grows, and something is coming out of one of the holes, like a horn. The glob, green with holes, is like throwing up this metal horn. And at the bottom of the, below the horn, there's a ring, and it's falling in slow motion. And it isn't hitting anything, but it's making a clinking, like the sound of metal hitting the floor, but it isn't hitting anything, making a ringing. It's hitting against nothing, hitting invisible vortexes. And it keeps falling and falling and falling, and then it just stops. And there's another figure there, and this one is blue and spiky and has red stripes running across it sideways. And one of the spikes catches with the ring, and they collide, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter. But the ring isn't ginormous. It's big enough to sit on a finger, lost in nothing. And somewhere on that ring, microscopic, there is a branch growing.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What did you do to the wall?
There was a chip.
So you made a hole in the wall?
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to?
No, I didn't.
Are you drunk?
No.
You're not.
No.
Look, there's gotta be a point where it stops.
We're out of cereal.
You ate all the cereal? I just went to the store yesterday. You're acting like a child.
I'm not a child.
You're acting like it. So, what are we gonna do about the hole that you put in the wall?
Drywall?
Do you know how to drywall?
My dad knew how to drywall.
Did he teach you?
No, but I wish he did. I feel like it's a very useful skill. Do you know anyone who knows how to drywall?
No.
We'll call the landlord.
No. We're not going to tell the landlord about this.
We will call a contractor. Let's just hang a painting over it and forget about it.
A painting of what?
A painting of the sun.
Are you listening to yourself?
What's so wrong with a painting of the sun?
Where are we going to get a painting of the sun?
In art market.
You often find yourself at art markets?
I keep noticing all of these little things. Nails sticking up out of the floor, chips in the wall, holes in shirts, and I just have this feeling recently, like I just want to fix it all.
You always eat cereal when you're drunk.
Circles. Circles. It's all going in circles. All these moments of my life are just spinning in and out and in and out, and I wish it would stop. I wish that you would help make it stop. All of these moments in my life are just spinning in and out and in and out.
Being around you is miserable.
Oh yeah. Try spending a night with you. It's like laying next to a fucking brick wall that has fucking arms and throws punches at you.
Good one.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So why don't you try sleeping on the couch? It'd hurt less.
Maybe I will.
Your breath stinks.
Your hair looks like a rat's nest.
Smells like alcohol.
So what?
You promised me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You swore to me.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. You probably were too drunk and don't even remember.
I had one drink.
Who did you go out with? When?
Buck and I left the office early.
That's terrific. Why don't you just lose your new fucking job while we're at it?
At least I make money.
I work.
At Starbucks,
It's work.
you can feel good about yourself.
No, so that I can make money. When else do you expect me to work during class?
I support you.
Well, your trust fund supports me. Your mom supports me.
Oh no, poor me. My dad's a pastor and we're fucking poor.
Are you serious?
Try having a dead fucking father.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Well, because I'm winning.
Winning is not a competition.
How's your education coming along? You expect to make tons of money being an elementary school teacher?
Wow.
You're a fucking joke.
Stop it.
It's true.
I'm trying to help you, Gideon.
Help me? Help me? How are you helping me? All you do is stay fucking silent all night long. How is it you're doing so well and I'm in the fucking shitter?
Oh, I'm doing well. I can't even close my eyes without seeing her face.
Oh, it doesn't seem like it.
Because I'm trying to be okay. Is that so wrong? You know, I have to suffer all day, every day. I'm in pain too, Gideon. It's been years. It's been 5 years. Shouldn't we try to start moving forward?
You're a cold-hearted bitch. That's what you are.
You're a loser. You're wasting your life away. Because at least I'm trying to take action.
Being with you is fucking insufferable. It's driving me crazy.
I'm driving you crazy? How am I driving you crazy?
It's not fair.
So get out of here then. Just go stay with your mom. Stay at your mom's house.
What to do?
No, fuck you, Gideon. What's wrong with you?
You are what's wrong with me.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you as best as I know how.
I wish that it was you instead of Emma.
Take it back.
I didn't mean that.
Gideon,
What?
I don't believe you.
I didn't.
I will not let you ruin my life.
Claire.
No, I'm absolutely, I'm at a loss. I am.
Let's just go to bed. I'm tired.
I don't know.
Claire?
Yeah? What's up? Everything okay?
It's almost 4 years to the day. But yeah, I was looking at you, and you were reading your notes, and you do this thing with your eyes when you're concentrating really hard. And it's like this light squinting, like almost like a cat does, and you're concentrating to the max. And I can see the wheels turning in your head. And it's like nothing else in this world exists. There's so many things we don't really notice, Like how every morning when you go brush your teeth and I walk into the bathroom, hand me my toothbrush, which you've put a little bit of toothpaste on for me, or how every time you go to the supermarket, you get a bouquet of lilacs so that the kitchen always smells like lilac. Or how you stop reading at exactly 9:47 every night. And this morning, I feel like the energy that I feel in my body when I wake up and you are the first thing I see in the morning is so nice. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I think you're absolutely perfect. And I feel like, yes, sometimes I get angry and sometimes I get drunk and I'm not perfect. But I really, if anything were different about you, anything at all, wouldn't really be you. And I love who you are. Do you want another glass?
How is it?
Fine.
You still haven't learned to chew with your mouth closed, I see.
I'm hungry.
I bet the ladies find that attractive when you go on your dates.
I don't go on dates. You aren't hungry?
Not really. My stomach hurts a little bit, actually.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Isn't it though? So, tell me about this guy.
Do you really want to know?
Sure.
His name is Rob.
Shit name.
That's so.
Yeah, I bet he's a douche.
No, he's really sweet, actually.
Oh, sweet in a douchey way?
He bakes
Oh, what does he bake?
everything. He makes the best cinnamon rolls from scratch.
And you're into that?
There's nothing better than coming home to the smell of cinnamon and butter.
Can't relate. Have you gone yet?
I was gonna go after I finished up here, during the solar eclipse. Is that weird?
A bit. No, not weird. I don't really know what it is.
Have you?
Not yet. Does he have abs?
No.
Oh, God.
Is your mom still working at the firm?
She is.
And your sister?
She moved to San Fran with her girlfriend.
Hmm.
She got a job at a tech company.
Wow. Girlfriend. Wow, that makes so much sense.
I know, right?
Hmm. Is she nice?
She is.
And are you guys getting along better?
We actually talk on the phone now. Can you believe?
That's great.
Does he know?
Yes.
No.
He's really good to me.
You deserve everything.
Thank you. How long has it been since the last time we saw each other?
Years.
How many?
Um, had to be at least 3,
Wow.
but I think about you.
You know, sometimes I see time slipping away. It feels like it's moving excruciatingly slow while it's happening, but then in the end, it feels like it all went by so fast. And I feel like I'm going to remember every single little specific detail, but it all ends up in a blur, except for a few really small, specific details and an overwhelming sense of shame.
For me, I feel like it all moves by really quickly, and then I look back and I feel like it's been years, but really it's only been a day or two.
Do you ever look at the sun?
I'm not trying to go blind.
I know we're not supposed to, but I can't help myself. Even for just a few seconds every once in a while, there's just something inside of myself that cannot stop myself from looking. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to stand on the surface of the sun. Like, obviously, we'd burn up in a fraction of a millisecond, but ignoring that, pretending that that isn't what would happen. I hate algebra.
Me too.
Like, I know that I'm doing this correctly, but the answer is literally never right. You almost finished?
Almost. Let's do it. Go to the surface of the sun.
What?
Here, take my hand.
Okay,
You ready?
sure.
3, 2, 1, jump. What do you feel?
Hot. Blistering heat. So hot that it almost becomes cold. What about you?
Firm. A lot firmer than I expected, but also dusty. What do you see?
It's so incredibly bright. It's almost like a void. But there are weird shapes and colors and waves that appear and disappear and morph.
I see circles, like small blue circles and black squiggly lines floating in the air.
And it's humid. It's like Florida.
It's worse than Florida.
Yeah, but like muggy like Florida.
And there's a high pitched noise, a ringing.
Mm. And there isn't just one of me. I'm mirrored. There's 6 of me, then 12 of me.
And because it's so bright, the sky is just like dark, pitch black, far, far away from the bright, blinding light.
Yeah, like the ground. The ground is like emitting light. Light is coming out from under me.
The ground is glass,
Yeah,
but super thick, unbreakable.
exactly. And no one else is here. It's just us.
It's lonely.
No, never.
Never.
And we run and we sprint and we get nowhere. But the colors are changing, and even though they're always bright white and red and orange, they're also just luminous and green and paradoxical and morphing and shimmering and prisms and rainbows and darkness and never ending. And there are shapes and screeches and houses and music and nothing.
Just whispers
Our whispers
and breaths
and suction
and thumps
and silence.
and bursts.
And it never ends. It just stretches. It's like I'm always searching for connection with you, for a connection that's gotten lost somewhere. But I feel an ache for it, and I think that if I just keep searching, if I just keep looking, it will find its way back to us. I am starting to doubt that, though. Of course, we love each other. That's obvious. That's a constant, but all the variables, I feel like there are just too many variables, and I deserve someone who treats me like a human being, like a valuable human being, like an amazing human being, despite any variables, despite all of the
Trauma.
But that does make me wonder if there are variables, all of these variables, would it actually be possible for the constant to be love? There's something I said to you a long time ago, something about the mind being a filter for the infinite possibilities of reality. I said it to you that day. Oh, that day. I don't know how or why I remembered that, but I've been thinking about it a lot lately. Yes, what a crazy thought that all of these universes are all happening, existing, and the thing preventing them from colliding, the thing preventing us from shifting into another track of outcomes, from seeing every string of possibilities, is actually the mind itself. But if there was a way to silence, to turn off the mind, then we could actually see what would happen in those other outcomes. So, my answer is yes, I do think that we should separate. I think it's really the only option for us at this point. I don't deserve to be treated the way you've treated me. I don't think you fully comprehend how difficult all this has been for me. It's not all about you, but there is no blame. We're human beings. I'm sorry, because I do love you, no matter how difficult you make it, or life makes it, or everything that's happened makes it. But honestly, I just feel like at this point, it's really the only way for us to heal.
I'm going to stay.
No, you don't have to do that.
No, I want to.
You're just saying that.
I mean it. I swear.
But Harvard's always been your dream,
My dream is changing.
so I can't let you do that.
Well, you can't expect me to leave.
I'll manage, I promise.
I can take classes at SMC. It's really not that big of a deal.
You have it all mapped out.
I don't need a fancy degree from Harvard to become a lawyer.
But Gideon,
Claire.
no.
Yes.
Oh no.
What?
I'm gonna ruin both of our lives.
That's not true.
I've already ruined mine. My parents won't even speak to me.
They'll get over it. Eventually.
Have you met my dad?
They're your parents. I love you. I'm with you.
Oh, gosh, how could I have let this happen?
Listen, where I go to school is not going to dictate what I become. We both can still have the life we wanted, maybe an even better one.
This
Mama
is
was way too
so,
much she had me.
it's so screwed.
I fucking love you so much.
I love you too.
And listen, my mom says she'll help support us getting an apartment together, cover the expenses we can't cover right now, and you can stay with us until we get that apartment.
No, Gideon.
I know you guys have your differences, but she loves you. And I will never stop loving you, so she will never stop loving you.
It's too much.
And she's going to pitch in for school so you can be part-time when you're ready.
Gideon, no. You
had-
promised. You promised.
I had to.
No, you swore to me.
It's too much, Claire.
But I said no handouts, and you promised, because I have 3 jobs lined up.
You have any idea how exhausted we're both going to be? Just think about it. Okay?
There's so much smog now.
There's always been.
I never noticed it before.
I don't know why I find it so comforting just to look out. All those houses with their lights on. People are sitting inside watching TV, eating dinner, masturbating, sleeping, brushing their teeth, just living their lives.
Yeah. Maybe having lived inside of it for so long, it's just lost its grandeur. How are things with Stephanie?
Fine. I think she wants to move in.
You think?
But she's been hinting at it, but she hasn't said anything outright. So I'm just going to pretend not to notice for as long as possible.
How mature you are.
Thank you.
You like her though, right?
Enough.
She's an incredible woman.
Yeah. I don't know if I can see myself spending the rest of life with her.
Well, I guess if it's not there, it's not there, but I don't think you're giving it enough.
There's so many things,
What do you mean?
reasons, and strings, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel pulled so strongly in a direction, just when I think it's gone for good, and I haven't felt it in a long time, it comes back. And there's this energy and a compassion and a want and there's so many things in my life that I wish I could change. Like my mind, it's a fucking nightmare in there. Always thinking and regretting and thinking of the past, and I just can't let go of it. And I don't know what it is that I really want. But I feel really badly. But when we're together, the strings disappear. And this is where it was pulling me to. Always pulling me back to you. And I do love Stephanie. And I'm not even saying that this is a romantic thing, but when we're together, my throat starts to close and the corners of my mouth tense, and the past isn't the past that actually happened. It's the past that I remember. And I get choked up and I have to go to the bathroom, and there's this glass that I'm walking on. It's always connecting back to you. And Emma, she's always there. And I'm scared of dying, but I also want to die, but not really. And there are so many things, and there are so many stars, and the stars are us. And there's a glass between us that we're walking between, and it doesn't break. It's never going to break.
Rob and I are getting married.
Oh,
I wanted to tell you before you got the save the date.
it's great. You two are great together.
It's always gonna be me and you, kid. There's nothing like us. And Rob knows that. But I love Rob. He makes me laugh so hard that I pee my pants a little.
I can't wait to be there with you. I love you. Are you sure you don't want anything to eat? Because I think I'm gonna get like a pastry or something. Like the caprese was good, but it didn't fill me up. I could get you one too.
I'm sure. Have you ever considered apologizing?
Um, didn't I?
No.
No, of of course I didn't mean that, Claire. It was just something I said, something that came out of my mouth. I was just I was angry with myself and with the world, but not with you. I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry, Claire. I'm so sorry. It was so stupid and irrational, and of course I didn't mean that. I regret saying that so much. I'm so incredibly sorry.
Didn't you actually mean it a little bit, though?
Oh no, of course not.
I wouldn't blame you. My body did fail me. Us.
No, it was random. It had nothing to do with your body. I did not mean that, Claire.
Sometimes I wish it was me instead of her, too.
Claire.
No, I think about everything that happened. I try to figure out where exactly it went wrong, what exactly I did wrong, and I think about what if I hadn't had a glass of wine on my 18th birthday, or what if we hadn't come up with a name, or what if we had just listened to my parents and resisted the urge, and what if I didn't step on so many fucking cracks, or what if we had been in different English classes, or if I hadn't done this, or if I hadn't done that, and what if we had just used protection, and was it my fault? And I feel so horribly, but I know that it wasn't my fault. Or maybe it was just a little bit, but it was inevitable. And it was something that happened, something that was always going to happen, and I don't regret that it happened.
You don't?
She did exist. She does exist. And she's a part of me, a part of us. And maybe in some alternate parallel universe somewhere, she's 9 years old now, and she's had birthdays and friends, and she goes to school, and she has dreams, and maybe all of this had to happen in this reality so that in another reality, she's going to become an incredible woman. And I hate that nobody ever wants to talk about her with me. People always get so uncomfortable.
Yeah, they would do almost entirely anything to avoid that conversation.
Yeah, they think that if they say the wrong thing, that I'll just burst out into tears, and maybe I will, but maybe I want to cry about it. And now that you've been out of my life so long, there's really nobody to talk about it with.
I'm sorry that I haven't contacted you lately.
Maybe if you just reached out once in a while.
I thought you didn't want to talk to me.
I didn't say that.
Of course, I've wanted to speak to you, Claire. I've missed you so much, Claire. You have no idea. It's really nice that we get to be together today. I don't believe in external forces or anything like that, but it had to be something.
Maybe there are external forces, though.
If there were, then why did this have to happen?
I don't know. Maybe one day it'll be so clear.
No, it has to be random. It just has to be. I don't know if I could live with the knowledge that someone or something chose this for me.
Can I read you something?
Sure.
A bell dress and long brown hair. 3 feet tall, or however tall a 9-year-old is. She looks like me, and a little like him. She acts like me, and a little like him. She says the word fuck. I don't know where she heard it, probably from him. It's her birthday. Her school friends are over. There are Disney plates and napkins and a piñata. He's barbecuing. She's playing in the grass. I walk outside with a cake. 9 candles lit. Everybody is singing. Our friends and her friends, our parents, our families. Rain starts to pour down from the sky. I notice the rain is red. The rain is my blood. My body has failed me again and again and again. Happy birthday turns into me screaming your name. Gideon, Gideon, help. I think something's wrong. 2 weeks before she was supposed to be born, I'm inside the house, my dress stained with blood. I know. You say it's probably nothing, but I know. We go to the hospital, but I already know. I'm empty.
Hey, are you okay?
Whoa.
Sorry.
I didn't think that anybody was out here.
I saw that you were upset and you rushed out, and I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh, thanks. I'm fine.
Oh. Okay. Good.
What's your name?
Gideon.
I'm Claire.
I know. I'm actually gonna murder you now.
What?
I'm joking. It's we're in English class together.
Oh, shoot. Right. Oh, I'm so sorry. It slipped my mind.
No. It's okay. I just transferred.
Oh, from where?
Milken.
Isn't that a Jewish school?
It is.
So what are you doing at church?
Just trying out different things.
Strange. You don't go to temple?
Sometimes. I don't know. I just wanted to see what all the fuss was about. You know? Big man on the cross.
Ah,
I was bar mitzvahed in Israel, though. So, like, I'm a legit Jew.
wow. I'm honored to be standing next to a legit Jew.
Always pleased to bless a humble follower of the cross with my presence.
Well, how does church compare?
Different. It's less Hebrew.
Hmm.
So, are you okay?
Oh, yeah. My mom can be pretty nasty sometimes.
What does she say?
Um,
It's okay.
no, it's fine. Just she has way too many expectations of me, and it's just too much. And with my dad and all,
Your dad?
he is the pastor.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I love my dad. I do, but it's just a lot.
I bet.
What'd you say your name was again?
Gideon?
Gideon. Well, thank you for checking in on me. That was really sweet of you.
No problem.
Are your parents with you?
No, no way. My mom would lose her shit if she knew I was here. She thinks that I'm playing video games with a friend who doesn't actually exist. Hey, maybe we could hang out. Do you like to play Wii?
I've never played.
No way, really? It's so much fun. You should come over. We could play.
I have to ask my mom, and she'll probably say no because Sunday is family night.
Well, we can hang out another day.
I'll ask. I'd like that.
Me too.
Well, I should probably go back inside, but um, I'll let you know though, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.
For sure. Are you sure that you're okay? Something's wrong. Is it something I said?
No,
Are you mad at me?
no, of course not.
Is it your parents?
No, everything's fine at home.
What is it then?
I. We are. We are not alone, kid.
What? Well, what do you mean? What is there somebody else here?
No.
Are you sick?
No, I mean, no. In a way, yes.
You're making me nervous. Just come on. Like, are you breaking up with me?
No, of course not.
Are your parents okay? Like, come on. Just tell me. You're acting like you're fucking pregnant or something. That can't be. We only had sex one time. And I pulled out.
I pulled out too late.
Whoa, wait, hold, whoa, are you fucking with me? You have to be fucking with me. The night of the beach was months ago. That was months ago, Claire.
But it was enough.
That was 3 months ago.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was scared. I'm scared.
Oh my God. Does anybody know?
No?
You aren't even like, you haven't gained any weight.
I've been wearing oversized shirts.
What are you gonna do? Do you need me to take you?
It's too late, Gideon.
Holy fucking shit. What do you mean? Why didn't you tell me sooner? We could have done something.
Oh, but I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I just pretended it wasn't happening. I didn't know for sure. I mean, I just pretended that maybe there was just something wrong with me or something.
Claire, what the fuck are we gonna do?
My parents are gonna kick me out. They're not gonna give me money for college.
What are we going to do?
Ugh, we don't have really too many options at this point, kid. I understand if you want to leave. I should have said something sooner.
I'm not gonna leave you. Jesus Christ, Claire!
But you can. You can if you want. I'm not gonna burden you with this.
Holy shit. Claire, just shut up. I'm not gonna leave you. We'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, kid.
It's not your fault.
I'm so sorry.
We need to tell my mom. She's gonna freak out, but we need to tell her.
No, but she's gonna tell my parents.
No, she's not. But you have to tell them.
I'm scared, kid. I'm so scared.
I'm not gonna leave you. I promise. I love you.
You do?
I do.
I love you too.
What's going on?
I don't know. Just something doesn't feel right. Oh, gosh. I can't believe I'm that person. Is everyone freaking out?
No. Your mom just
What? What did my mom do? What?
told everyone that you're having diarrhea.
What? So everyone thinks I have like explosive diarrhea?
I think so. It's okay. Everyone was laughing. I think Rob was gonna sing a song or something.
Oh, fucking Rob.
I know. I don't think anyone even noticed.
Thank you.
Of course. So, what's wrong?
To be honest, I don't even really know.
It's okay. Not to know.
But not like right now.
We'll get through this. I'll help you through this.
You know, the first 30 times that I came home to a freshly baked pie, it was endearing, but now I'm just like, come on, can't you just like watch some sports, order some pizza? Nobody wants to eat pie 5 nights a week.
Well, there are worse things.
And he calls me Claritin, and Claire Bear, and Clairesaurus Rex, and the last one doesn't even make sense.
What's sweet?
I thought it was, but now I throw up in my mouth. I mean, am I supposed to be calling him things like that? Like, is he gonna be calling me these things for the next 60 years?
He makes you happy, doesn't he?
I think that there are people who deserve this kind of loving and happiness, but I just don't think that I'm one of those people.
No, of course you are.
And I feel selfish for taking him away from somebody who truly deserves it,
You do deserve it.
who truly wants it. But how are you doing?
What?
How have you been?
I think this is not the time to tell you how I'm doing.
Well, I don't know. Okay, you can go. I'm fine. Never mind. I'm fine. I'm
No, I
fine.
think I should probably stay.
Why? Why is that?
Well, I think that this is what they call a psychotic episode.
You're the worst.
So there's no explosive diarrhea.
I promise. Oh God. Just distract me. Just tell me a joke.
Joke?
Yeah.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know any jokes.
Well, Rob would have a joke for this moment.
See?
But it's like he has one planned out for every moment. Like everything is so thought out and planned. There's no spontaneity.
Well, Rob is a good guy. And he makes a lot of money, and you two will have a very happy, comfortable life together. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here.
Do you remember when we used to drive up Beverly Glen and you'd be blasting Bon Iver and the windows rolled down and we'd be singing along and we wouldn't even really be talking about anything in particular and you'd be going like 50 miles an hour and you had to go to the bathroom so badly and you would just like speed through all the stop signs, you just blow right through them. I want to feel that happy again. I don't want to just live comfortably. I want to feel like I'm on a roller coaster, you know, like stoned out of my mind with somebody who doesn't have to say a word to me, but who makes me truly, uncontrollably, indeterminately happy. I can't be the happiest I'll ever be. There has to be more, or at least that much again. I can't marry Rob because you're the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
No, I just wasn't expecting that.
I shouldn't have.
No, it's okay. I've spent so much time trying to get that idea out of my head.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just. Are you sure you're not just saying that, Claire? Because we didn't work.
There were circumstances.
Yeah, I know, but I don't really know what to say.
Isn't this what you've wanted?
Claire,
Isn't it?
if it is, I spent a really long time trying to suppress it.
Why don't we just give it one last try?
You should have given me another chance.
But how was I supposed to know that? We could climb through this window right now and never look back.
I don't think your dress would fit.
Let's just give it one last try. No? One last risk.
Just let me think about it for a minute. Okay?
Sure. I know that this is like obviously so far away from what we expected our summer after senior year of high school to look like. And I know that this is like literally what we had thought the worst thing that could possibly happen was, apart from maybe like dying or cancer, you know, something morbid. And I know that like obviously we didn't plan on having a kid for like a long time, and like obviously like once we were already married and whatever. And I know how fucked up all this has been. It's been a lot. I know that. But something about this person, this human being growing inside of my belly, our human being made of you and me, made of our particles and pieces of your stardust, of my stardust, of our blood, of our life, our so random life. Well, in a way, along with this thing that's growing inside of me, there's something else growing inside of me. There's this kind of twisted joy, or like this excitement, and none of these are the right words. I don't really know what the right word is, but some kind of there's a warm and fuzzy feeling growing in my heart, along with the fraction of you and me that's growing inside of my belly. And as fucked up as all this has been, I know that. And I know this, that there's a part of me. No, not even a part. All of me wants this, Gideon. This life with you. This family with you. This child.
Wow.
Too much.
No, no, no. It was beautiful and so sad.
I have that dream a lot.
Do you want me to get you another cappuccino?
I'm okay. I don't want to be wired all night. There's this one girl in my class, and her name is Billy, and she's 17 years old. And she has long brown hair, thin lips, the sweetest little dimples, and she's just cripplingly shy and awkward, and she has your eyes. She is so brilliant. She really wants to go to Yale or Brown, and her writing is just incredible. She has this obsession with Emily Dickinson and Charlotte Bronte, just like I did, and everyone else in the class knows that she's the smartest one in there by far. But she's so humble. She almost never raises her hand, and whenever someone else wants to talk, she never tries to speak over them. And I look at her, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is Emma. And obviously, it couldn't be, of course, because she wouldn't be that old yet, but still. She talks to me after class sometimes to ask questions or just to talk, because I don't think she has very many friends. And sometimes she spends lunch period in my room. And sometimes I have to remind myself that I'm not talking to her. And I'm just dumbfounded sometimes, and I think she knows that there's something up, but she would never say anything because, and I don't want to tell her because I don't want her to stop coming to talk to me, and I don't know if it makes me feel happy or sad to talk to her.
I see her too. When I'm at the grocery store, sometimes I turn and I see her eyes, or looking down out of my window onto the street. I see someone passing by, and I'm like, that's what her smile would have looked like. Sometimes I see your picture pop up on Facebook or in the news, and sometimes she's 6 years old, sometimes she's 15, sometimes she's 22. And every time I want to call you, tell you, talk to you. Do you ever have the feeling like everything is happening all at once?
All at once.
Like everything that has happened every day of our lives, and also right now, and also in the future, is all happening right now at this moment. We just can't see it, but it's all right there. It's all right there. And all the moments of history are constantly intersecting, and sometimes you catch a glimpse of something you said 10 years ago, or someone you looked at, or something that hasn't happened yet. And there's like this spiral, and you're making your way up it, and sometimes you look down and you catch a glimpse.
I suppose in a way it is.
And maybe, just maybe, if it is all actually happening right now, all at once, then that means it doesn't ever actually end. It's playing in a loop. Or this moment is an infinite moment. This moment is infinity. This is the only moment that has ever happened, and the only moment that will. This is it. Would you be willing to try being friends again?
Mwah. Thank you for coming,
Thank
everybody.
you guys so much for coming.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Katie.
Boom.
All love.
Should we go?
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Mwah.